Floor for questions.
Madison, 11 offensive rebounds in the fourth quarter. You and Tilda had all of those. How big a role did that play in pulling out this win?
I mean, we knew that Virginia was really athletic. They have really good post players in Lattimore, so we had to make sure we get as many people on the offensive rebounds as much as we can, and that happened. So we got a lot of opportunities to score. Zaza got to the free throw line a lot, so yeah, just getting more opportunities to score.
One of those plays late, I think it was 7 offensive rebounds in the same possession, and with you getting a tip in to put the team up. How big of a push was that when you're fighting, you finally get the bucket on an 8 chance point?
I mean, that's just who we are as a team. Like, we're relentless, and that's what we try to show every night. And, you know, when our shot's not going, you know, we got to rely on our defensive rebounding. And, you know, Coach Moore makes a big emphasis on that. And so that's pretty much what happened. And we just kept fighting, and that's just the team that we are.
Maddie, back-to-back double-doubles for you now. Was that intentional? Was that something Coach Moore was like, hey, please hit the glass? What was
you know, he was like, you know, the last double-double only had 10 defensive and 0 offensive. So, you know, he guided me a little bit about going to the offensive boards, and I'm like, okay. Then, you know, I went to the offensive boards today, got 6 of them, so I don't want to hear him tomorrow or the next day about me offensive rebounding. But, you know, I just got to help my team in any way that I can. So.
Madison, how would you describe that game out there tonight? Because it looked like you all just couldn't shake them.
Yeah, I mean, just like in the first half, like we just couldn't really hit a lot, and they out-rebounded us by 1. But when we came back in that second half, we knew what we needed to do. We hit a lot of good shots. Zaza, Zoe hit a couple good shots, and just getting those offensive rebounds with me and Tilda as well. So just trying to do that every night because, you know, there's going to be a night where nobody's hitting and we got to rely on those things. So yeah, it's very important.
Hey, Kim. Go ahead.
For both of y'all, obviously, you mentioned Tilda. You know, she started 4-4 from the field. Just how important has she been to this team's success? As you know, started kind of slow this season. You know, and she seems to have developed.
You know, you gotta still think she's still a freshman. She's still learning every day. So I think she's progressed very well since the beginning of the season, you know, and we told her it's about time for March coming up, so you're not a freshman anymore, and it's time to be a grown woman, and I think she's handling it very well.
Virginia came out with the zone defense. Y'all saw a lot of that today. Looked like it was kind of maybe stagnant early, but y'all should have found your rhythm. What kind of adjustments did y'all make to get the offense going?
You know, Coach Moore emphasized just attacking them. You know, it's hard to guard one man in zone, so just attacking them and, you know, crashing the boards, that was helping us very well.
There was a point in the first quarter where I believe you were 1 for 6, and then, you know, Sanaya picked up his 2 fouls and she's out for the entire second quarter. I believe you then hit your next 3. What's the kind of the mindset?
Just you don't got time to, you know, sit back. You know, like you said, Naya was out, so I had to, you know, help my team and, you know, Madison as well. You know, we had to pick up the pieces that Naya left off and keep going.
You all, for either one of you, I think it was 23 points off of turnovers. You got some great defenders like Sanaya, who seems to get like 3-4 steals a game. Is there a mentality as to when like they are attacking up top, and you see the ball get loose, just get down the court, be ready for that fast break bucket? You had a lot of easy opportunities from that perspective.
Yeah, Coach Moore emphasizes, you know, going out into transition, trying to run a little bit. We knew that they were getting back in zone, so just trying to take advantage of those opportunities. Like Naya, she's a swiper, no swiping. I mean, she's just going and getting that ball. That's all she does, and you know, like she helps us in that aspect. She's like our energy on defense as well. Just being in the right spots at the right time. We work on this in practice, like our defense isn't rotating. Because they are a really good team, and so we have to guard everybody. So it's just, we have to guard different people. We're rotating, we're playing hard and energetic. That's all it's about. So.
How important do you think just this team's experience, primarily you two and Sanaya, in being able to close out tough games like this?
You know, just being the team we are, looking over our teammates, and, you know, just like you said, closing out the games means a lot. It was a game-to-game, possession game, so it was whatever team that wanted it, and it shows that we wanted it more.
Do these type of games have a value beyond winning? Like, to me, that looked like a second-round game in NCAA. like if you guys were hosting, that's kind of what y'all would get in the second round. Do you see a value in this, not just in winning the game, but then maybe down the road, we have these tough games, we can be a better team in March?
Yeah, I think it definitely prepares us and definitely prepare the younger classmen to, you know, get thrown in the fire and be ready for it.
Does Virginia seem like a team that's going to be really good this year? I mean, what's your thoughts on Virginia?
Definitely.
Oh yeah, I mean they're good. I mean they're young, so they got a lot of transfers coming in, and Lattimore, and a couple of other people. But Kamora, she's great. I mean she's a great point guard, and so she was our biggest emphasis, and Lattimore as well at the 5. So they'll be a great team. I mean they're gonna have a couple good wins this year, but it happened to not just be the next. You know, it is.
Yeah,
Final question?
can you guys talk about just Zoe's play tonight? She had 7 assists and 1 turnover. So how important was it for you guys to kind of get off of her energy tonight?